I have a confession. I accidentally discovered the best keyword research tool there is, and I want to share it with you guys. Hey, what is up, guys? It is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur, and in this video, like I said, we are going to be covering the greatest tool ever. Now, in this video, I'm going to be covering one small subset of what this tool can do, and the reason why is because if I was to do a full video on this tool, which I probably will in the future, it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, and I'm starting to realize that some of you guys like short videos, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And today's tool is called Writer Zen. Now, I happened to go buy it on AppSumo. If you guys know AppSumo, it is basically a marketplace for startup softwares. That's really it. That's what it is. You can go on there, you could buy a ton of different software. There's constantly new stuff coming up, and because of that, you get a sick discount because you're basically like an early investor, but you don't own any of the company. You're basically buying the product in hopes that you get a deal forever and that the company will progressively get better, which most of the time they do. I've actually made a video about that. I'll leave it down in the links below. But in this video, I want to talk to you guys about a tool called the Writer Zen, and how I've so far figured out that it is the best keyword explorer you are ever going to find. Now, like I said, it does a lot more than that, but I mean, for finding keywords, keyword clusters, and really getting the data that you actually need is awesome. So let's jump into this right now. Why not? Why are we going to wait? So in here we have the Keyword Explorer. So this is Writer Zen. If we go to the home page here, I'll just give you guys a little I don't know what's the deal with that cat thing, but this is Writer Zen. It is currently available on AppSumo. If you guys want to buy it, $70 for life. It comes with like almost the top tier credits that it offers. It does a lot, but this is not about all of that it can do. This is about Keyword Explorer, because a lot of people, they can write the content, but what they can't figure out is what to write content about. And I want to show you guys how you can actually look at this. So we're just going to type in, and I haven't done this before, so don't think like, oh my God, he's already practiced the same one over and over again, which I usually do so that way I don't mess anything up on video. But in this case, we are going to go with, and the reason why I'm on page 2, for those of you that are clever and saw that right down here, is because I don't want to share page 1 because I have client work on there. But let's go into, I don't know, promotional products. Now, there's 2 areas that you need to turn on: clustering keywords and check all in title. Now, if you don't know what all in title is, it is basically a platform that will go through and tell you what the keyword golden ratio is, which is what you actually need for writing articles. So all in title, book keyword research tool. Now, you could just go and buy this, right? But these people have a license that makes it a million times easier. This is the gold. This is the diamond standard that you would need to do research, but they do sell licenses out there to other software tools. So we have Writer Zen. So I'm just going to do promotional products. I really have never done this before, and you're just going to hit search, and you need to make sure you turn on keyword clustering, all in title. It's going to give you phenomenal results. So this is your search volume, cost per click if you were to pay for that word, your keyword ideas, total search volume, right? We have all of the #1 ranking sites right here, the rank, right? How many visits they're getting, all that good stuff. Backlinks, referring domains, everything that you would ever want to know for this. And that's cool, right? It's still gathering some keyword ideas and total search volume, and it actually shows you what the flow chart kind of looks like, or the trend chart, I should say. That's volume search, then you have trends here, but kind of what's been going on, right? I would imagine that this is slowly going to be ticking up over time. This alone is worth its weight in gold, being able to pull this up so easily, and the search volume associated with it, right? So currently there's about 18,000 visits per month, right? That's per month? That is correct. That is per month. So that's a good amount, I would say. I don't think that's a little amount. And now you can go through, and this is where you get to the keyword research. So a couple different areas. You have your keyword data, your insights, your clustering, and then it gives you total, phrase match, having same terms, also search for. All money topics, right? These literally are attached to money. More visitors always means more customers. There's no doubt about that. But what I want to go through and is really just like, how do you find what you actually need? So actually, if you hover over this, you can see the KGR, which is the keyword golden ratio, and it normally doesn't even take this long. It's usually much, much quicker. And just off screen, it says progress 430 out of 2,451. Estimated time is about 100 minutes. So in about an hour, it's going to actually pull the most accurate data. So what I would recommend is leaving this, going back to it later on. But for the sake of this exercise and being here, I'm going to be covering a handful of areas. So right off the bat, you have word count, which is obviously super important. You have your cost per click, and your word count is going to be how many words of that specific word inside of an article. Then you have all in title, your keyword golden ratio, and then you have some more. So keyword trending, ESPK, I don't actually know what that is. And then it's just going to give you as much information as possible. But the two areas that I really want to show with you guys is actually not this. As good as this data actually is, and this is a very high search volume. When I usually do it, it's much smaller subset of information, is the clusters. And I'm going to cover insights really quickly. This is huge. Most people don't even realize how important this is, right? You could just go through and write all of these topics, right? What are promotional products? How to start a promotional products business. This is going to give you great data right off the bat, no questions asked. But the really good data is actually the topic clusters. And this is what I tell everyone to go look at. All right, so it says it's going to arrive in 79 minutes. So it's going to be a little while. This is where the gold is. Most people don't actually realize how important a topic or a keyword cluster actually is. I'm going to just pull it off screen really quickly. I'm going to go back and I'm just going to jump into one that I've currently worked on. Alrighty, so now I've pulled up Kajabi, which is a program that I've used for quite a while now. It's a program that I love, near dear to my heart, currently ranking for some of their keywords. But ultimately, it's going to pull up this information, right? After a little bit of time goes past, it's going to give you the information that you actually need, which is awesome. Here's where the data gets even better. You can actually go through and you can do data clusters. So you have Kajabi, Kajabi user login, Kajabi pricing, and these are all different clusters of keywords. So for example, if you wanted to rank for a certain keyword, maybe it's ClickFunnels versus Kajabi, right? You would want to write, right, Kajabi versus ClickFunnels, Kajabi ClickFunnels. This is probably not the best example. Probably should have thought about that one a little bit more. But if you want to do Kajabi pricing, right, you would make one article about Kajabi pricing, and you would also include Kajabi plans and Kajabi costs. And then you can also add in there additional articles that are going to be Kajabi costs, Kajabi plans, and talking about that. Now, it's even going to give you more data inside of here, only talking about those areas. So you have your volume, you have your cost per click, your word count. I didn't do all in title for this specific one here. And then you could see the trends over time of how it's performing. This gives you really good insight to say, hey, I really want to go after Kajabi pricing or whatever you are looking to tackle. So if there's a certain keyword or industry that you're in, you go in here, you plug that in, and then you pull up the clusters, and this is how you're actually going to rank for those areas. Now, listen, you're not guaranteed to rank for those specific keywords. I'd be lying to you if I said, hey, as soon as you do this, you're going to rank for those keywords. No. But it's telling you what you actually need to write about. So you have that topic keyword, right? You have that first main area right here, Kajabi pricing, and then you have your supporting areas inside of there. So you have Kajabi pricing, Kajabi plans, and then Kajabi costs. By writing all three different articles, this is actually going to give you the most, I don't want to say bang for the buck, but the highest likelihood that Google is going to recognize that you are a Kajabi pricing expert by creating all three of those articles. Now, there's a whole content process that you can go through in this program, but for the sake of this video, it's just about keyword research. It's just about figuring out, hey, what are the clusters that we want to go after? How can I go after them, right? We have keywords, cost per click, volume, right? And we have trends in here, and normally I would just do an all in title. Let's see if it'll activate really quickly. It might take a few minutes, but this data right here is the golden data that you actually need. Now, your KGR, if you hover over this, it'll actually tell you your all in title divided by your search volume and class ratio. You typically want this to fall in a certain range depending on what you're actually going after. And then your all in title, so you want to see how many actually have the word Kajabi in the title. So you could go through, you can check this, you can rank this, and go right from the top to the bottom here. Right? It's Kajabi is an Indian word. That is why you see it here as a Punjabi song. But you could go through and find out what is going to be the best likelihood of success on here. So This is how you would go about doing it. This is the easiest way to go about doing it. This is just some of the data that I've pulled. There is thousands of opportunities. It does take a while. This is not the fastest tool in the market, but it's probably the best dollar for dollar you may ever spend. For the $70 it's going to cost, you could save $10 with the link down below. You can go get it, and you will be thrilled that you bought it. And heck, it's only going to get better. Now, this is not a pitch for the software. It's just I happened to buy it. There was a day called AppSumo Day. It's like their Prime Day, right? You spend X amount of dollars, you get, some software, and they offer some better discounts. And I just happened to buy this. I'm like, you know what? I own a digital marketing agency. Why not? And the best purchase I think I've ever made. Nobody even told me about it. I just bought it, and I'm beyond thrilled. Told a couple friends about it. They scooped it right up. So if you guys are looking to go rank your articles, this is what you need. Now, I'm going to make sequential videos probably following this. But as you can see here, that side, there is currently a tent. I am going camping this weekend. So I probably won't have a video up tomorrow. For my real OGs that watch every video, thank you. For the ones that don't, it's okay. Now's your opportunity to hit subscribe and like the video. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. And where I'm going, it's pouring, so I hope I come back dry.